What is your life purpose? How do you find a life purpose? And how does having a life purpose or not having a life purpose impact your life? Let me share you a story about a mom who lost her purpose in life. And her name is Melanie. Melanie is a mom of two. She loves her family. In fact, she loves her family so much that she decided to quit her full-time job so that she could dedicate her whole life to her family. She has two lovely sons, and everything seemed to be going well until her sons went to college. She suddenly felt empty, as if something was missing in her life. Doubting her meaning of life, she started to feel very upset. Her husband couldn't understand why she was getting so emotional, and they argued often, which put a strain on their relationship. Melanie has since thought about picking up her hobby, painting again, and doing something about this. But she also felt that she was too old to do so. She has lost her life purpose and doesn't know what to do about it. When we don't have a sense of purpose, it can not only make our life feel meaningless, but it lessens the quality of different aspects of our lives. Like with Melanie, it was not only her sense of motivation that was affected, but it was also her relationship with her husband. It's important to find and have a life purpose because it leads to an overall more fulfilling life. And that's why in today's episode of the Lifehack Show, we are going to define what the life purpose is, the importance of having it, and of course, how to help you find your life purpose as well. But before we dive into the show, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. Alright, life hackers, let's get into the video. First off, what is a life purpose? It kind of sounds scary, doesn't it? In our book, The Full Life Framework, The Essential Guide, a life purpose is finding what you really enjoy doing and what you're naturally productive at. It's also important that your life purpose contributes positively to society. A life purpose can also be defined as your North Star. Your North Star is the intersection between what your values are, what you're interested in, and what you're talented at. If you feel like you're just drifting through life and you don't know where you're going, then having a life purpose can help you tremendously. But why is it important to have a life purpose? One, it can help you to have more motivation in life since you know the direction that you want to go in. Two, you will feel braver and stronger to tackle the challenges that life throws at you. Having a life purpose can also add more meaning into your life. If you have a purpose, then all your goals will be directed towards reaching that big goal. Each step you take is then made more meaningful because you know that it's in the service of your life purpose. Having a life purpose also boosts your physical health. According to some studies, those who had a life purpose found that they could tolerate more pain and had lesser risk of heart disease. One study that followed adults over a period of 8 years and who were around the age of 65 found that those with the highest level of well-being were those that were less likely to die over the period of the study, living on average 2 years longer than those in the low well-being group. A few studies have also shown that those without a life purpose are 2.4 times more likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. Now that we know what a life purpose is and why it's important, here are a few tips so you can find your own North Star. How do you find your life purpose? Well, first off, break free from any mental limitations that you have. Stop listening to the voice in your head that tells you that you're not good enough to achieve what you want to achieve or do what you want to do. Once you've reprogrammed this voice, you're free to dream whatever you wish. This then leads us to step number 2, which is to self-reflect and ask yourself a few key questions. What do I love to do? What activities light me up inside? If money was no object, how would I be spending my time? Think back to when you were a child. What things brought you immense satisfaction at the time? Did you love to draw, play games? What were the things that you love to do but that adults told you to forget about? Step number 3 of how to find your life purpose is to take the time to dwell on these questions. Wait for the answers to come to you and don't force them. It may take days, it may take months, it may take years, but just give yourself the time that you need to come to true conclusions. Patience is key here. Lastly, listen to the feeling in your body. It will feel right to you and it will also excite you. You will feel expansive and not contracted. If this line of questioning and reflection doesn't quite float your boat, then you could try our 5 whys method. The 5 whys method is kind of like you're a detective who is interrogating, well, yourself. You ask yourself a series of questions that leads to a clear conclusion, which is usually your true intention. You start with the main question of what your goal is. Ask yourself, why did I have this goal in mind? What is it going to bring me? Next, you question the goal's importance. Ask yourself, why did I choose this goal? Over all the other goals, why this goal? The third why zeroes in on the goal's importance. Based on your answer to the previous question, ask yourself why this goal is going to bring you the reason you just stated. For example, in the second why, you answered, I chose this goal because I think it will give me the most financial stability. The third why would be asking yourself, why is this the goal that's going to bring me the most financial stability? The fourth why is to ask yourself why you can't achieve what you want without this goal. And lastly, you ask yourself why this goal will make you feel better. These questions are not meant to be strict or fixed rules, but the important thing to remember is to ask yourself why 5 times in succession in order to get to the heart or in order to get to your true intentions. This way, you'll be able to determine what drives you and you'll be able to find out what's really important to you. From here, you can deduce what your North Star would most likely be. Again, your North Star is where your values, interests, and talents overlap. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like and share this video with a friend who might find it helpful as well. Also, if you would like to learn more about finding a life purpose, then you can grab our book, The Full Life Framework, The Essential Guide to Learn More. The link is in our description if you'd like to get your own copy. That's all for now, life hackers. See you in another episode.
See you next time. Bye-bye.